Which segues nicely off to our next topic of Highlander. These people are eternal. There could be only one.
We are.
There you go. What a great segue that was. Did you like it?
Kings will be princes of you.
So Highlander is obviously getting.
I'm excited.
It's not
for
a
this
remake. Well, they say a reboot, but it's not. So it's going to be a prequel that ties the TV series with Henry Cavill. We haven't had an update on this for so long. I'm so excited to get an update.
Weird.
Because this is with Chad Stileski. This could be amazing.
You know, if Henry Cavill's that Highlander article has an Alzheimer's at the bottom. Is that just odd to me? Never mind.
I think it's more odd that that's what's popping up on your side of the screen there.
I don't have any cookies on, so I don't know.
Anything Henry Cavill's involved in, I have some bit of faith in it because he is them sticking to the IP of the original story and the details and stuff. He is all for that. So
yeah. Well, so this basically is on the Happy Sad Confused podcast. Stileski shared an update on the project because we hadn't heard anything for a very long time, a really long time, probably a couple of years now, and said it's going to be a prequel, basically. So he says, I think we have some very good elements now. The trick is when you have the tagline, there could be only one, you can't just kill everybody the first time. I'll say it for you first. Our story engages a lot of the same characters and stuff like that. Or maybe we'll see the Kurgan. Who would they get to play the Kurgan? Ooh. But we've also brought in elements of all the TV shows. And we're trying to do a bit of a prequel, a setup to The Gathering. So we have room to grow the property. I like that. I think this is great.
Okay, I don't see this as so much of a prequel to the TV shows. I see what he's saying here. He's doing what we said they should do. This is a property that has room to be rebooted if you do it right the first time out, and that's what it sounds like they're doing. They're taking all this stuff into consideration, so they know they've got to have room to grow. They can't just, like the first movie, act like these are the last two left and we're done.
Yeah, I really like it. I mean, if there's going to be characters that we've seen before, the Kurgan, who do you reckon should play the Kurgan?
Well, I don't know where this is at. That's my curiosity, because this is the first we've heard about this in almost a year and a half, almost forever now.
Oh no!
And because it was April, they were supposed to start shooting, and they didn't start. When then we found out it was because they went back in for rewrites. And at that time, we knew Cavill was attached. Initially, Bautista was attached for the longest time. I don't know if he still is or not. He'd be interesting as the Kurgan. Because we do know that, as far as I know, Henry Cavill is supposed to be playing Connor.
Oh, John in the chat says Michael Shannon as the Kurgan.
That'd be interesting. That'd be
epic.
One.
That'd be epic. I've got a fond memories for Highlander. I'm all about this. I am honestly all about this. I think this could be so good.
Well, this is what I've been saying for a while. This is a franchise where you can expand upon it, and it didn't get to live out to its full potential when it originally came out. So yeah, and yeah, I'm a huge fan too. So yeah,
Culture, you want to chime in on this? You got flowing locks like these guys.
I really want to see this film even more so now because it's a prequel. And it doesn't hinder the previous films or harm them in any way. Provided it doesn't. I mean, we saw what prequels can do. Thank you, George Lucas. But I think that there's a lot of room here, and I think it'd be great to revisit the Kurgan.
I think this is still going to be a complete reboot, Culture. I just think he's saying that this isn't going to be like a remake of the first movie, more so as it is just setting up the story. Okay. Unless I'm misinterpreting that.
No, I would agree that that's what it sounds like. He's spot picking elements from everything that they like to create a prequel to then grow out the franchise. That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay.
Yeah, because last I knew, Cavill's playing Connor McLeod.
So you can't really do a full-blown prequel if that's the case, really. Because we've seen that already happen. So it has to kind of be this reboot type thing, doesn't it, really?
Yeah, but what I'm saying and what I think he's saying is it's not going to be a straight remake of the first movie. It's going to be more or less setting up what this whole universe is about, more so than, beginning to end story like the first Highlander was, self-contained.
I love it. I think the Highlander is great. Like the first one was so bloody good. Such a great concept, great idea. They did shit the bed as they went on. I'm not gonna lie, they completely shit the bed. But
Well, and part of the problem is because they
first
didn't
was so
have
good.
the mythos set up yet until the series really kind of expanded upon that. And I think that's what he's saying here. Is they're going to be using all of that mythos, bringing it in here. There's going to be there's going to be a lot of other immortals to where it's not going to be like an end right away, and then what would we do? You know, kind of a thing is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think he's saying it.
Pro, you want to chime in on this, bud?
Oh, I think this is the way you do it. This is the right way to get started, and I wish them all the best. I'm interested to see how they go with this, and I would love to see this be one of those franchises that has the opportunity to flourish. But as of right now, just not enough info yet to make sort of a judgment as to the merits.
Yeah, Nick.
I agree with what Pro just said, but
I agree with what you say, Nick. Gosh,
you guys are twinsies
together.
Yeah, besties. But going back to what I said earlier, if Cavill's involved, I think they're gonna honor the original material of the story, and fans of the Highlander, I think, will more than likely probably be happy with what they end up doing.
I agree.
Is my guess.
Yeah, I would agree with that.